Welcome to After Dark at the Fixed Ops Roundtable, featuring Kara Delane and Ted Ings. This episode is brought to you by BG Products, partners beyond products. And now for your hosts, Ted Ings and Kara Delane.
On in. How's everyone out there doing today? Give you a quick tour around Bozard Ford. Got Ryan heading out for a test drive. I had 98 total bays here. Got different quotes on the oil rack. These guys pick their own quote. Get more ownership. We keep this place, hopefully you guys can see how clean this place is. We try to keep this place clean because we keep it clean. Ultimately, it allows these guys better atmosphere to both keep your car clean as well. Come on, let's go meet a few people. This is one of the busiest shops on the East Coast. This is one of 3 service buildings that we have. Montana.
Hey, do it, sir.
Montana's got a handful of struts here. We won't keep that on trucking, sir. Thank you. We've got a few guys over here hanging out. We'll go over there and interrupt that party. As you can see, there's vehicles in every bay. These guys have as much work as they want to do. Yeah, how we doing? How are you? Great. Hi. Dan, what are you guys doing? Working. Making things happen? All right. Cool. I know it's quick, but it's a quick tour around or through Bozard service. Got guys through. I don't want to interrupt too many of them. These guys are just hanging out, having fun, so they're not turning any hours at the moment, but they will be. We'll see you in a few.
Welcome to our first ever live pop-up event at Bozard Ford Lincoln with the Fixed Ops Roundtable. We are super excited to be here in person finally with Mr. Jeff King. Thanks for having us today.
Well, thanks for being here. We're excited to host you and excited to show you what we do around here.
Absolutely. So if you're watching us live today, make sure you're sharing the video and commenting down below so you can interact with all of our staff that we have engaging with us from Bozard today.
Yep, and we're going to have a whole lot of people here from Bozard that you're going to be hearing from today in the next 2 hours on our very first Fixed Ops Roundtable pop-up event. First, Jeff King, I want to congratulate you. We talked a little bit last night about the 13-year anniversary here at Bozard.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been a fun 13 years, and looking forward to the next 13. So
we're going to get a chance to see and hear a lot about Bozard. Jeff and Ed have been kind enough to give us a tour. You'll be seeing a lot of that tour today on the pop-up event here at the Fixed Ops Roundtable. And Jeff, some of the things we had a chance yesterday to talk to you about, some of the mission and values that are behind the Bozard name. There's a whole lot to it. And if you wouldn't mind, maybe share a little bit about how some of that came about.
We started working several years back on a vision statement, and we came up with inspire was the word that kept on popping up in our heads, and we sat together. I think it was Bo that actually came up with the driven to put in front of it. But driven to inspire is our vision statement, and then inspire is we use the acronyms of inspire to run our tenets, which are driven to innovate, driven to be number one, driven to serve, driven to respect. As you go down the list, and we live up to those tenets. We try to live up to them every day. When we make decisions, we try to make decisions based on what our core values are. And it's one thing to tell people what you want them to be, but you have to act it out. And you have to do what you say you're going to do, and that's what we try.
I love it. So our Fixed Ops Roundtable audience will get a chance today to see and hear a lot of that, beginning with a little bit on the leadership here at the dealership. We're going to get a tour through service with Ed Roberts. We'll talk, of course, a lot about their team situation with the setup, their mobile service, Jeff, which you folks have really pioneered and done a fantastic job with.
Yeah, we're running 10 mobile service trucks right now, and it's, in our opinion, is going to be a very significant role in our service and our entire operation over the next several decades.
Yep, and you're leading the way in that. And Kara, you and I had a chance to see not just mobile, but the rest of the shop yesterday, and that was pretty impressive.
Absolutely. We got to see, the parts counters, all the technicians, to the sales staff, all the managers. And I have to say, Jeff, this dealership in particular has more of a streamlined process than I've ever seen at any other dealership I've been in. And that happened in every single department. And I noticed that all the employees seem to work really well together as well.
No, it's thank you. It's intentional. Dealerships have a tendency to work out of silos, and we try to break those silos down and get departments to work with each other. Do a lot of focus groups and that type of thing. But if the departments don't work together, the efficiency in a car dealership goes completely down the tube.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So impressive stuff. Last night we got a little taste of what you're doing at Bozard, and you shared something with our audience in book form. And you made an offer to our audience, and we ran out real quick on that. And share with us what that book is. Special title, special cover.
Yeah. The book, Be the Sun, Not the Salt. It's a book that we give to our employees during orientation. And we talked about our tenets. Inside the book, we have our tenets listed out. And if you would like a copy of these and a copy of our tenets and our vision statement, just in the comment section below, just type in Be the Sun, and we'll be glad to send you one. They're available at our dealership, and people come and take them. And it's our way, a little reminder of how you be the best version of yourself.
Wow. All right. So everybody, if you'd like a copy of that from Bozard Ford Lincoln, from Jeff King, in the chat, just type in those words, Be the Sun. That's the title of the book. And we'll make sure that you get a copy of that. Great thinking behind all that. And, a lot of imagination also, in that you're not afraid to take some steps and risks here. Talk to us a little bit about that, Jeff.
The ability to be able to fail is a wonderful thing. When you can do it and you know that it's not going to be catastrophic. You can take chances at things. We do take chances at stuff. Some of the stuff that we do doesn't work. And you have to know when it's not going to work. When do you pull the plug on it? But if you are scared of failing, then you're not going to try the stuff that needs to be done. And our very first tenet is driven to innovate. And if you're going to be an innovator, a leader as opposed to a follower, you're going to fail sometimes. We're perfectly okay with that.
And we'll hear a little bit more about that innovation. In fact, a lot more about it today. One of the things we have coming up is the power of teams. And you've got teams, Jeff, throughout the dealership, not just in your quick lube, one of the top quick lubes in the country, but you've got it throughout the shop. You've got it at mobile service. You've got it throughout the dealership. Give us a little bit about the teams. We'll hear some more later.
We started the team system to increase service times. In our quick lane, it was a great idea, but if you want to get a customer's car in and out in less than an hour, two-man teams get it done faster. We saw how well it worked, and we tried it in our main shop, and productivity went up 15% immediately. Wow. Two-people teams, the two technicians hold each other accountable. Yeah, we talked a little bit about accountability yesterday, but when your own people are holding each other accountable, then your manager's not having to look over their shoulders to do it. They don't want to waste time when they're splitting the pot of money, so they feel obligated to keep to make it a better deal. You'll learn a little bit more about that, and they might tell you a little bit more insight on it. But I think it's the power of it. It's like going to a gym, and if you have a workout buddy and you go to the gym the day you don't want to go, if you're going to get shamed, then
probably going to show up.
You're probably going to show up, and I think it's the same concept.
That accountability permeates through everything here, yourself included. All the employees by name as well. I thought that was pretty interesting as well.
Well, my stated goal to the employees is to know every one of their names. Their accountability action is if I don't call them by their names, they are supposed to call me out and ask me what is my name. And if I can't get it to them, the next thing that happens, we start talking to them, and after I talk to them and learn a little bit about them, my odds of remembering their name from that point forward are much, much better. I'm not perfect on it at any stretch of the imagination, but they have the right to hold me accountable. And then I tell them at the beginning, we also have a big team that's going to be working on holding you accountable. So it starts from the top, and yeah, we're not perfect.
And how many employees do you have here? Because remembering all of their names would seem pretty difficult.
330 right now at the dealership, about another 100 at Ford's garage, and probably 12 at the daycare.
Wow. And that's not something that you see in every dealership, is a guy at the top of the chain walking around and remembering people's names, not only talking to them, but knowing their names, knowing some of their backstories. So that's really impressive here.
Well, they do a great job, and it frees up my time. And if they can free up my time, I should be able to know their names.
Yep. So, Kara, you and I have been talking behind the scenes, and we're going to start a certification program for fixed ops roundtable dealers.
Yeah.
And today what we'd like to do is present Bozard Ford Lincoln as the very first fixed ops roundtable certified dealer. So, Jeff, we've got this to present to you today. You are the very first dealer to have 2023 certification from the fixed ops roundtable. That is Bozard Ford and Lincoln. And you are hereby certified, and you'll be able to use the branding throughout, and that's something we're going to be rolling out throughout the North American continent as well. So.
Thank you very much. The guys deserve it. They're the guys and gals here. They're the ones that make it work.
All right. So very honored, and thank you for all you do, and excited about what we're going to experience today.
Yeah.
Meeting the team at Bozard.
Yeah, I think you'll be. I think everybody watching is going to have a lot to look at.
Yep. So, Kara, with that.
Stay tuned, everyone, for more insight here at Bozard. Thank you again, Jeff, and we're looking forward to seeing what all is in store today at our first live pop-up event with the Fixed Ops Roundtable.
Tully Williams here. I am at BMW Mighty Mini of Sacramento. I'm here to introduce you to this world-class team, starting with my good friend, Mr. Scott Glacken.
Good day, everyone. My name is Scott Glacken. I'm the service manager at Nilo BMW Mini Sacramento. I'd like to introduce you to my world-class team.
Hi, my name is Dill. Welcome to Nilo BMW of Sacramento.
Hi, my name is Casey Smith. I'm the shop foreman at Nilo BMW in Sacramento, California. We have 30 technicians trained by the factory with over 500 years experience. Welcome to our shop.
My name is John Sinters. I'm the parts manager here at Nilo BMW Mini of Sacramento. I'd like to introduce you to my world-class parts team, Part Sales Hours.
Welcome, everyone, to the Fixed Ops Roundtable second pop-up event here in Sacramento, California. Today we are at the Nilo Company, and I am so excited to learn all about the history behind this place and what's coming in the future. Thank you guys for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Great to be here.
Carol, we've heard so much about the Nilo Company from our friend Tully Williams. It's a great honor today to present you with Rick Nilo and Derek Nilo. Gentlemen, welcome to the Fixed Ops Roundtable.
Thank you very much. It's wonderful to be here.
Thank you.
Rick, 102 years in business, the Nilo Company, and I heard that it all started in fixed. Give us a little bit of background on Nilo.
Well, it did. It started in fixed operation and, of course, customer retention. But my grandfather, who started the business 102 years ago in San Francisco, was a Packard Piercero dealer. So we go back a long time with domestic products then, because, of course, we didn't have any imported products then, and all we have now are imported products. Fundamentally European products. But he became initially a technician. Back in those days, the car business was quite different than it is today, but the fundamentals were the same. Retention, car sales, sell hours, sell parts. So he sort of started that. And then this wonderful guy came along about 98 years later named Tully Williamson, and he's been, Tully Williams, I'm sorry, and he's been very helpful in that area for our company and really grown our fixed operations. So Tully, thank you very, very much. But as far as the next step in our company history took place in Sacramento, and I'll get to that in a minute. Would you like me to move into that now?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so my father, who was a World War II veteran, fought in the Pacific in the Navy, as most guys his age. We lost our father about a year ago. He lived to be 10 days shy of 100. So not only did the company celebrate a 100th year anniversary, my father came very close to the 100 years. And he became initially a Volkswagen dealer in Sacramento in 1955. And in 1955, a Volkswagen cost about $1,600, got about 30 miles per gallon. So it was an unheard of product back in the day. And as time went on, the business expanded. He became a Porsche dealer in about 1958, became an Audi dealer in 1968, and we are the oldest continuously operating Porsche dealer in the United States, and we can say the same thing for Audi. So we have a long lineage with those two car companies, and I'm going to let Derek mention to what we have today, but that has been the progression of the Nilo Company. We operate here in Sacramento. All of our franchises are here. All of our locations are here. We have 10 locations. We operate out of a management company where we employ about 15 people to oversee our 10 locations. We're generally in the upper end of the market from a standpoint of where our cars are placed on an economic basis. And one of the things that we've spent a lot of time doing is a lot of community involvement. All of our advertising is local. We like the idea that we have economies of scale in one market. We don't have to drive anywhere else to see one of our dealerships, so it makes it very convenient for us. We have operated in the Bay Area before, but we've really learned that Sacramento is our home base, and we like operating here. The other thing that we have spent a lot of time doing over the years is our core values, our mission statement, and I'm just going to read those to you. And pardon me for reading them, but while I have them memorized, I need a little help from time to time. So, we are committed to providing distinctive automotive products and exceptional service while treating our customers and employees with unyielding integrity. We pay a lot of attention to that. We pay a lot of attention to NADA, Best Place to Work, and we also participate in Best Place to Work events in Sacramento. So we're definitely involved in our community. We are the largest philanthropic giver of an automobile group in Sacramento. In fact, we're probably in the top 4 or 5 philanthropic givers from a standpoint of privately owned companies, and we're very proud of that. We're very committed to our community. I also will say I have 2 partners. I better mention them because they're going to be a little upset if I don't. One of our partners, one of my partners, lives down in the Bay Area, and my other partner is a California senator, Senator Roger Nilo, and so he's very active in the political world. I'm the president of the company, and but I have 2 very supportive partners. Now, our vision is to be Northern California's leading automobile dealer for the products we represent. And I think we're faring pretty well in that area. So that's been very important to us because we want to be the best. We want to treat our customers and employees the best, and I think we do a pretty good job of that. As far as our core values go, which is really important to us, is we are a team, we respect each other, we encourage self-improvement, we hold high expectations, we embrace change, we enthusiastically value our customer, and we support our community. So I think that's kind of a general outline about the Nilo Company and what's important to us. I'll turn it over to Derek to let you know what kind of franchises we have, but I think we're employing about 650 people, all in Sacramento, all in Northern California, So we're very, very tied tightly to the community. Derek?
Should I go into the number of franchises and kind of our current footprint?
Yeah, what I thought we would do, Rick, is ask the gentleman here to your left, Derek. Derek, not only the franchises, but your facilities are new and state of the art, and Kara and I are very impressed with everything here going on. So yeah, give us some of the
Yeah, we've become as much as a automotive retailer, it seems like a developer as well. Rick's favorite thing to do, but no, Rick and his partners and his father before him were, fantastic in growing the business into what it is today, which is 9 retail locations, 1 collision center. Rick mentioned some of the franchises we do have, but the other ones would be, we have in totality Acura, we have Audi, we have BMW, Mini, Porsche, Jaguar Land Rover, which is the facility we're in right now, Volkswagen, and Volvo. And so to give you some idea about the recent upgrades that we made to these facilities, we just finished the one we're sitting in right now. This is a beautiful Jaguar Land Rover facility in Sacramento, California. We just finished our Land Rover Rockland facility about 2 or 3 years ago. We're currently updating our BMW location in Elk Grove, California. We're building right down the street, about a mile, the newest Porsche store in the United States. So that just gives you an idea about some of the things that we have currently going on. Yeah, there's always something going on.
It seems that way.
Yeah.
And what do you think is on the horizon and maybe the next year for you guys? Any ideas, any plans?
Well, I'll jump into that. I think that, we're always looking for expansion that kind of fits our business model, and we like staying in Sacramento, and so we are always have our ears to the ground on those things for looking for future opportunity, and it always seems to come our way at one time or another. I did want to mention that I think we hinted on this. We are the oldest Porsche dealer in the United States, and we're also the newest. So we do have 2 Porsche points here in Sacramento. We have 2 Land Rover Jag points in Sacramento, and we have 2 BMW points in Sacramento. And I think you mentioned Mini. We also have Mini at one of our BMW stores. So we're well entrenched here. But looking forward, we're always looking for opportunities.
All right, well, Rick and Derek, what we'd like to do today is focus on the people of NIELLO, and in doing that, we would like to present you as the second ever Fixed Ops Roundtable certified dealer, and this gentleman coming into the picture now, Tully Williams.
There's Tully, our hero.
So congratulations to you. This is clearly one of the best dealer groups in the nation, and congratulations to you and your employees on that focus on fixed, and for that focus on the hours and repeat and referral business.
Well, thank you. We are honored. We appreciate the interview we're having with you folks today, and we want to acknowledge Tully, who does a wonderful job for our company, and we're so proud to have him on board. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rick.
All right, so Kara, with that, it's our chance now to hear from the people of NIELLO and learn about how they do things here at the Nilo Company. So stay with us, everybody. We're live in Sacramento with the Fixed Ops Roundtable, second ever, first on the West Coast, pop-up event.